What's up, everybody? It's Simple with Final Bout, and we're here to bring you another driver database machine check. I'm excited for this one. This is a friend that I've known for quite some time, someone who's been coming to Final Bout since the beginning, since Final Bout 1. This is Derek Bianski. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Could be Bianski, but I'm going to go with Bianski. Derek with his FD. He's on Team Braking from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Excited to show you guys this. We don't have a lot of FDs in Final Bout. There's just generally not a lot of FDs in drifting, but I'm really excited to show you this. They're rotary, which is fantastic. But yeah, so we're gonna do this in the lens of a judge. So we're gonna do it based on 4 categories. You got paint and exterior, got interior, got wheel and wheel fitment, and then engine bay. So we're gonna walk through the car in each category, show you around, really get to understand what makes Derek's FD such a unique vehicle. But yeah, comment below what you do like about this car, or if you want to see something else, some other cars, maybe someone's on his team, or anything else. But yeah, comment below, share this, check out the video, and enjoy. And yeah, we'll catch you soon. Thank you, guys. All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Simba. This is Derek, right? What's going on? What's your team?
Team Braking.
All right, and how long you guys been drifting?
We have been a team for, I think, 13 years now.
13 years.
So yeah. So we were lucky enough to come to the first Final Bout and, you know, had a good time the whole time. So.
All right, hey, Phil. Well, all right, let's take a look at your car. I know a lot of people do know, but what do you got? What is this thing?
So it is a 3rd gen RX7 FD3S, and I'd say probably the most notable thing is probably the color, the high contrast.
Yeah. Now this is a team color, right? You got, all right.
Yeah. So team colors, we do the blue and then luminous wheels. Sometimes we throw chrome in there, you know, change it up a little bit, chrome or silver. But yeah, typically a blue color scheme.
So from Final Bout perspective, right? So you know this. What we do is we judge 4 categories: paint, exterior, interior, etc. We'll do paint and exterior. Obviously, you started talking about the outside. What body kit is this now? I know nothing about FDs.
This is Mimiya AD, most of the kit. The front bumper is a facer. Okay. So RE is like older style. It was based on a lot of like JGTC stuff. So very like period correct. Same with the wing. That was something that I kind of wanted to keep within the theme. The only thing that's not RE currently in this version of the car is the hood. It's a feed hood. I wanted something like kind of OEM-ish, but with like the vents and everything. So still help with cooling. All RE era. The mirrors are like, there's like super GT looking mirrors.
Okay.
So something a little different than like a Ganador or something like that, just to, you know, kind of change it up. Also, taillight bezel is also RE. Oh, but yeah, just like stock bumper. I did some like kind of like cutout, kind of GT stylish type thing. So
that looks good.
Just something to like change it up a little bit, I guess.
Good look. And this is all like just the actual RE wing with like.
Yeah. So that was actually a lucky like Facebook find. So this is stuff. It's like the front bumper, for example. It took me a couple seasons to find one on Yahoo. So it was like continuously searching and just like it never would like, you know, pop up. So the wing was a happy surprise that it is already in the States. You know, someone was kind of like, these things are kind of ugly. And I was like, I don't think you know what you have.
Have you ever like actually adjusted it and done anything? Or
I just adjust it so you can see the logo. I guess that accounts for something maybe.
Anything else on like just a paint and exterior that you want to note, or pretty simple, but it's not.
Yeah, something else that I guess that kind of stands out is the vinyl.
Now, how did you do this? I know this story, but like, yeah, did you buy it? Did somebody make it? How
I wanted to do flames, but I also wanted to do something that was real low key. A lot of the like vinyl schemes or their livery is sometimes like very, very loud and maybe overdone a little bit. So I wanted something that was a little more chill. So yeah, I just kind of took a crack at it and with like pinstriping tape, laid the flames out and decided to cut the vinyl, like hand cut everything.
Yeah.
And then placed it down. It was a bit of a process. I would like put the flames on. I'd be like, I can do better.
How long did it take you to do it?
It took me a while. It definitely was one of those things that I was like halfway through. I was like, this is taking a little longer than I thought. Yeah. So, but I was really happy with the outcome.
Do they match? Side to side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect mirror.
So it's about to be hand done, which is like kind of an old school thing, you know, like pinstripers, right?
So my grandfather was a pinstriper. Passed when I was very young, but it's a little bit of like ode to him as well.
That's awesome.
And like, yeah, flames,
should be hand done. For something like this. No,
Our team thought about doing it at one point, but just never like bit the bullet because every time I thought about flames, I'm like, Derek did it too good, and I don't hear it.
well, man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
No, it's really hard to pull off. But the way you did it, like from a distance, you have no idea that they're there. But and then to be honest, it kind of makes the blue underneath pop more.
Yeah, like I wanted it to be very subtle. I mean, like, you know, those ghost flames and things like that. Like there's a very famous FD that Chrome Hearts actually had a collab with.
Yeah.
And they did kind of a similar thing, but they did it in pearl. So very low key, and I definitely gained inspiration from that. That was something where I was like, let's see if I can add to this. Yeah, though.
That's really sick. That's awesome. But yeah, let's let's talk about luminous. So other category that we do is wheel and rear fitment. So again, it's, you know, what kind of wheels, what kind of color, what the fitment, tire size. So yeah, what wheels and tires you got?
Right now, on Model 6s on the front. I usually run those all four corners, but I've been kind of changing it up a little bit.
Have driving, so I get it.
The SA70 WEDs now. I want to go to like full WEDs at some point just to change it up. The tires, 235/40 Advan.
Okay.
So something that has a little bit taller sidewall just for the front for grip.
17.9 or what?
Yeah, 17.9. These are actually the smaller ones, but the ones that I usually run on the rear are 1810. So I do a 17.9, 1810 rear. So just double stagger.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What suspension wise, like coilovers, knuckles?
So I've been actually on the same set of coilovers for a long time. It's an old set of like HKS that I got off of Yahoo. They're pretty tired. Probably gonna go with new coilovers at some point, or no, probably within the season even.
Yeah.
You know, maybe even do something that's like a 2 or 3 way adjustability. Just kind of like,
Yeah, for the chassis that makes.
yeah. I mean, that's maybe a little more than what I need, but I'm trying to consistently put better parts on it than I have. And I'm on like a 16K front and rear, so it's pretty stiff for how light the car is, but I want to keep it low, and it feels like it still handles well, and I street drive it a lot, so it's not too harsh, or at least I feel like it's not too harsh, so I'm happy with how it performs.
Okay.
And then knuckles, I'm on a version 1 PBM when they used to do the cut knuckles and the extensions. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I'm on that PBM knuckles and their tie rods. So it's actually an S14 tie rod. They fit in.
I don't know that.
Yeah, they fit in the FD racks, and then you just like cut them to size.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
no crazy arms really. Same with the rear.
Well, because I mean, factory, I do know this part. Ilya's informed me this, that Mazda did a fantastic job with the stock arms.
Yes.
So they're all pillow ball, right?
Yeah.
They're all fantastic.
Yes. Just yeah, they're great.
So
They
lead arms.
they made it easy on me in that aspect of suspension too. So
Yeah, it's a race car. It's a proper race car. But yeah, let's check out the interior. So that's another category. Everybody's always doing different things.
yes.
Let's see. Anything in particular? Obviously, you know, you got it simple. You still got all your interior.
Yup, all the interior. Got a dusty seat that I've had for a really long time. I just recently put the race pack in. So just to work with the Haltech. When I did the Haltech, I decided to do that too. I didn't want to. I wanted to keep all the analog gauges. But then they were just kind of back there not functioning. So I was like, I'll just carbon back everything. I think that could look nice.
Yeah.
I've always tried to have like a decent balance between like street and like performance or race or whatever. So
Yeah.
just, you know, I want to enjoy this thing on the street. I want to be able to, you know, take it to go get food or to go see my parents or, you know, that type.
Wait, you want all that, but every time I hear you shift and every time I hear you pull away, it's whining like a crazy. Yeah. What did you do to the trans?
Recently, shout out to my brother actually. So I bought a transmission off of my brother. So he is very much the type where he likes to build things to the highest level. And I'm like, what can I afford? And if it works, I'm gonna run it until it breaks.
Yeah.
So the gearboxes for these are starting to get pretty expensive. After breaking one at a Drift Appalachia event,
Yeah.
I was kind of bummed I didn't get to drive the rest of the day. I'm all the way there and I'm like, all right. And my brother was he didn't really have to talk me into it that much. It sounds cool. It's in a factory gearbox, so it's just the gear set itself is straight cut. So the ratio is a little bit different, but in order to make it closer to stock, I put like a Spirit R ring gear in there. So ratio's still pretty close to stock, but it definitely like woke the car up even a little bit more. So
And you have confidence now.
that's the biggest thing was just with those big gearboxes being kind of fragile, you know, it's unfortunate with, you know, one potential clutch kick or locking a gear or something. Now your weekend's over potentially. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I mean, that's good. That's not bad. But yeah, pretty simple. And then obviously hydro in there. I'm guessing the stock e-brake was not working very well for you.
yeah, that I don't love the location with
It
it.
is weird because it doesn't move, right? For light hand drive, it stays on.
And yeah, street drifting a few times too. It kind of put me in a couple predicaments where it didn't lock up, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't love hydros, but it is very dependable. So
Yeah. Well, it makes sense.
I started in this second or third season of owning the car. So I tried to head it for a while. I tried to make it run for a while. Yeah, it's like an old ASD, like, so. Yeah, then I do like kind of this positioning, everything. It's right off the wheel, so.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
No, sick.
The rest of the interior, I just tried to keep as much of everything that I could.
Yes. I mean, the interior is pretty unique. Let's check out the engine bay. So, this is it in LS?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
All right, look at you. Keeping it nice and true.
Yes.
I appreciate this.
Still 13B, just recently went to a built motor. My first motor that I had for about 10 seasons. So I had a couple like minor rebuilds.
You heard what he said. You had it for 10 seasons.
Yes.
10 seasons, by the way, means 10 years. Same thing.
Yes.
10 seasons, same motor, no major issues, I'd imagine, right? Didn't have to rebuild it. No.
Mostly, I had to do a couple of like coolant seal things because I was a little greedy. Track a little too long when the temps were high, and I was like, I can get one more.
Yeah, fair.
Maybe should have went in and let it cool down. But
And reiterate this to one more time. 10 seasons, 10 years, on a rotary, no issues, it can be done.
yes.
Anyways, back to this.
Yes. So after that motor, in 10 years, I got kind of tired. So I've now put in another motor that is slightly built. It's still like kind of like a Cho street port. So I can drive in traffic and it's not too loud. You know, it's not rapping all over the place, which can sound cool, but you know, I want to enjoy the car and had it long enough where I don't want to get annoyed with it. So internally, it's studded, and then that's really all that's going on with the motor as far as it being built. The turbo is a GT35R. Has a different hot side on it, so keeps it like still making power in the top end. With rotaries being so linear, it doesn't fall off, so that makes it nice.
Right.
It's top mount turbo manifold. It's a local guy to us, Alex Nukin. He makes a lot of high-end manifolds, so I was pretty happy to put that on. It was actually a piece that was on a old SD car, so it was on Mike Fiac's, the dead rotary car. So I got lucky to get some parts passed down, and things came up for sale, so I was happy to have that. Outside of that, like catch can, kind of the simple things to make sure I'm not blowing oil all over the track. We did a V-mount, so
This is just your custom, or did you buy a kit, or what is this?
so a friend of ours that does a lot of tuning and helps with the team, RF Works, his name's Ryan Fritz. He also designed the V-mount for FDs, and once I went from just a regular front mount, obviously I wanted to go with this route. He did a fantastic job as far as like designing everything. It bolts in, we didn't have to modify anything, so that was very helpful to keep temps down. So that was definitely a big positive addition to the build and keeping me out on track. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Good. So it's good on times. How much power does it make?
I would say we haven't dynoed it. I actually just got this setup going this week to make it here. So I would say it's running gate right now, wastegate, so it's making probably close to 400, maybe 375-ish. But it like where I would like to have it is probably like 15 to 17 psi. That's where the turbo's happier.
Okay.
Yeah, I would make low 400s, you know, so that would be ideal. Anything much over that starts to get a little out of my bank account. Well, I get a lot of the transmissions and the radical things, that big power starts to break.
Like SRs, or once you hit 350, you're like, all right, you got to start thinking about things.
Absolutely. So
At
yeah,
least you can get to 400 and still be pretty decent.
trying to find that happy medium where I can keep things that last.
Exactly. Yeah. No, awesome. Yeah. I mean, anything else engine-wise, it's pretty simple. Like, you haven't gone too crazy. No, a lot of people like to do weird things like changing the alternator, making it look all fake.
Yeah, that was one of the changes. So that's actually a spare alternator I had. I don't know why what? The only one that has out nice and like clean and looks good. See, so
Stopped working, didn't it?
yeah, I don't know. It was potentially one of the issues that I was having this week. So I was just like, I have an extra one, put it on there. I don't know if it's gonna change, but we got it to work. So well, yeah, it even has the stock pulley on it still and everything. So
I've always heard like once you start changing things from Mazda, it stops working.
aside of that, I guess the dual oil coolers, that would be something to note.
Yeah.
They're like a C-Trab, like I think like 20 row units, and so this car stock just had a single oil cooler. The R1 had,
These come with. Okay, is it R1 that comes?
yeah, the R1s had the duals, so I was gonna go with just like a factory replacement with the R1s, but I ended up finding these, and it had a thermostat, a oil cooler thermostat as well, so that opens up once it gets to temp.
Yeah.
So I was really happy with that.
This is, yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, kind of standard FD stuff, like air separation tank.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just trying to keep things easy on myself, so I don't need a bunch of spares of like specialty parts. And I guess this is kind of neat. It's like a RE Super G cap, oil cap, so that was maybe a little bit of like I'll spend some extra money because it's old and glare and no one will ever notice, but I like it.
Those little things that just make this thing your special, car. Right? I get it. So I understand. And those little things that are like, why would you spend several $100s on that? That little tiny thing?
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. Everything else is just like supporting stuff, like bigger injectors, like fuel rails, kind of the typical, if you're trying to run that much power, what do you need to do in order to run that much power? So
yeah,
pretty standard, tried and true stuff as far as that stuff.
That's sick. But yeah, no, appreciate you showing us, this lovely car. Is there anybody or anything you want to thank? Well, obviously we've got a lot of people over the.
Yeah, honestly, my family is huge. They're always really supportive. My mom and dad, my grandparents, that and my team. Like, it's one of those things that's definitely helped me keep motivated, and we all kind of hold each other accountable. And anybody's, maybe not working on their stuff as much as they should, but also being understanding when you need a break. So that's been huge and very motivating as well. So all of those guys, and anybody that's helped me or given me a spare part at any type of event where it helped me get back on track, like, that's definitely appreciated. So
awesome. Well, thank you, Derek. Appreciate you showing us this thing. Love it.
yeah,
Can't wait to see more of this. But yeah, appreciate it. All right.